Hello, you're watching episode 3 of Battle of the Bokeh. Last week we looked at the Canon 50mm f1.4 and the Sigma equivalent, and people voted the Sigma better and the Canon not so good, and rightly so, because the Sigma produces nice, creamy, camembert, cheesy bokeh. So for this episode we'll be looking at something slightly more luxurious.
So today we'll be looking at the old and slightly newer than old version of the 35mm Summilux from Leica. And for this very special German edition of Battle of the Bokeh, we shall be opening a bottle of beer from Germany. Let's not let it go to waste.
So after a few swigs of beer, we got started.
Of course, there's actually a newer version than this 35mm Summilux I've got mounted on the M9. With a floating element, much improved performance.
But just as I was getting comfortable, the rain came and made me feel less comfortable.
Nice. This does a mighty fine job as it is. Starting to rain. Rain and lots of expensive equipment don't generally match. It's not a good cocktail. Unless you want a cocktail that involves losing your job. God. I don't know how waterproof, or I don't know how water resistant this camera is, but I'm not really willing to find out. Anyway, that's one shot, which we'll probably have to take again because the tripod's moved. So, which lens will come out top in Battle of the Bokeh episode 3? Who knows? We can't get any sample shots like this, can we?
But as Freddie Mercury says, the show must go on. So I came up with a genius plan.
Let's take some really boring shots.
After getting a shot from the aspherical version of the 35mm Summilux, we tried out the older version.
Now let's try an old classic from the 60s. This is the one I use on my M2.
When we first look at the photos, it's not instantly noticeable which one has the better bokeh. So when the rain got a little bit lighter, we tried some more shots. And of course Locke helped me to wipe the camera. And I used a rather special water-resistant cover for the M9, also called a book. So we finally managed to take pictures of the beer bottle.
Focused.
You will notice that the new version produces more sharp and contrasty images, but also it renders out of focus elements more like smooth peanut butter, whereas the old one has some slightly crunchy bits. Then when the sun went down, we continued to take some more test shots, not just because I wanted to play with the M9 some more. We also took it at various apertures including f1.4, 2.8 and 5.6, and looking at them again, it confirms that the new version has a slightly more even rendition of the out of focus elements. However, on closer inspection you will notice that the spherical version doesn't produce perfectly round bokeh balls at all apertures. Well, the older version has slightly more round bokeh balls, with its 10 aperture blades versus the 9 aperture blades of the newer version. So that's it. Which one do you think has the better bokeh? Old or the newish one? Vote on our blog or just below.